I can't believe, even with instrumental music, because I made instrumental music for like 17 years, and I didn't think about purpose at all and wondered why it was so hard, right? Wondered why I kept on getting sucked back into making generic music. Yeah, it's because I wasn't making this decision, which is essentially a decision that an artist must make. What am I expressing in this piece of music? Just to be clear, the difference between purpose and function is an important distinction. Whenever I'm talking about purpose, what I mean is something that this specific piece of music expresses or could express. So it could be an idea, it could be a story, it could be a situation, it could be a series of emotions or just one emotion. It could be a message. The reason this is important is because a function is the external result of many pieces of music. So in other words, to get signed to a label. If you're trying to get signed to a label and you write lots of pieces of music, well, all of those pieces of music's function are one of the functions anyways to get signed to a label. Another reason that you're making the music might be to have fun in the studio, but that's true of all of your pieces of music. Another function could be to make people dance. If you're writing dance music, then all of your pieces of music are to make people dance. So function doesn't actually help you very much in making this piece of music. It does a bit, but it doesn't help you enough. Whereas purpose, you could have a different purpose for each individual piece of music. And that purpose, that decision that you make, helps you make almost, well, not almost, all pretty much, apart from the functional decisions, all of the decisions about this piece of music. Yeah, whether it be what parts to use, what structure to use, what the parts do, what the sounds that you're using, everything can relate to purpose. Even the way that you mix it can relate to purpose. All of these decisions that we have to make without purpose are just in a vacuum. Oh, how does it make me feel? Oh, am I feeling like this is good? Not so much how does it make me feel, but am I feeling like this is good? But we already know that our quality judgment is changing all the time. Sometimes we'll think it's great. Sometimes we think the same piece of music isn't great. So purpose helps us make decisions and actually come to some judgments about what isn't or is working outside of our thoughts and feelings, outside of genre, because that's another thing that we end up going to when we don't work on purpose. In order to decide whether it's good or not, you can say, does this actually fit the genre? So therefore you go towards genre. So if you want to make unique music, you will start to use purpose because again, we can go against those genre things because we're working to something else. Another thing that not having a purpose does is it pushes us towards the rules. It pushes us towards the correct technical way of doing it. Now, there's nothing wrong in and of itself of doing the correct things, but for what reason? Sometimes we want to actually break the so-called rules, right? And how would we know when that was the right thing to do? By using purpose.